All right, what's good, everyone? Hey, I took a little road trip to get a first look and hands-on with the new Pixel 9 Pro and Pixel 9 Pro XL because, hey, thanks for Google for listening. It now comes in two sizes. And last year's Pixel 8 Pro, that was my pick for the best phone of 2024. You had its unique design, AI features that were more approachable that for the consumer that no one else was doing. So this year's Pro has a similar silky matte back that's smooth and classy. You get the shiny polished metal frame for a pro look, but this new design now has rounded corners. You got these metal accents, and the biggest change here is the camera bar. It's now a rounded bar that complements the rounded corners of the phone. You know, I've always enjoyed Google's camera bar as a design element, and here it now pops even more. It's raised with a more matte metal finish, and that works opposite of the shiny finish on the back of the Pro phones. Now, the durability here has improved with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front and on the back. And if you check this out, the 9 Pro comes with a 6.3-inch OLED actual display with variable refresh rate up to 120 Hertz, 2000 nits for HDR, and then up to 3000 nits for peak brightness. That is bright. And then a 495 pixel per inch density. You got the 9 Pro XL that has a 6.8-inch OLED actual display. Same display specs, but a slightly lower pixel per inch density for 486 that you won't be able to notice. Now, both of these Pro models have 16 gigs of RAM, and then the latest Google Tensor G4 processor for computing and AI tasks, and there's a lot on this device. So let's talk about some of those AI features, and they are even more powerful with Google Gemini, which will run on all Pixel 9 series phones. So let's have some fun with it here and see what we can cook up. So, you know, I had to try out their new Pixel Studio app to see how good their image generation is. I first started with a prompt for a surfboard with a banana on a beach, and you'll get different options, but I went with this one, but I wanted to do more. And add a kite. And then I wanted to change the sky. Change the sky to a blizzard. And then some more. Add a hamburger flying. I might have just messed up the bullet. That's so cool. But then my buddy Ray Wong, he just wanted to get crazy.
Add a puppy to the foreground, a T-Rex to the background, and have a guy in a helicopter flying off a cliff in the background on the far right.
That's a lot of prompts, so let's see what happens here.
Oh! That's it.
Oh, that's it. That's
Whoa,
it.
look at that. That's a puppy in the foreground.
Bro.
A guy jumping off a cliff. A T-Rex. I don't know what's going on here.
A
T-Rex helicopter.
T-Rex helicopter. Oh my. The reaction speaks for itself. So what could you really use this for? To have fun? You know, maybe make an image to send to someone for a party invite, or a quick image if you were goofing around talking about something in the chat. And you even have more style options to play around with, which they showed off at the keynote. But I'm sorry, Apple's image playground is easily years behind of what I just saw. And this is just from playing around with their Pixel Studio for just, what, about 5-10 minutes and getting a taste of it. But now, if I had to pick the most practical Gemini feature for me on the new Pixel 9 and 9 Pro lineup, it's got to be screenshots. I have this Jordan shoe. I'm going to screen cap it now. Okay. See it get scanned? Okay. Now let's go find our screenshots app, which is right here. Okay, and in that app, you can see here there's that screenshot I took, and there's a little Chrome logo there. I'm gonna click on it. So I have all the information scraped from here. But if I want to, if I hit the Chrome logo, it actually takes me back exactly where that screenshot was taken. I love this. I love this. They also demoed Gemini Live, which requires a Google One AI Premium subscription. You'll get a year free with the purchase of a new Pixel 9 series phone. But here you can have a real-time back and forth conversation. There's like 10 different voice options, which was cool and honestly creepy at the same time when they demoed it.
Great, let's get going. Here's one of the voices I have.
Here's another voice I can use. You can pick me now and always make a change later in settings.
Or maybe you'd like to listen to a voice like this. A pretty great one, if I do say so myself.
It immediately made me think of the movie Her and how from what was demo, we could really have conversations with an AI if that's your thing. But what I saw already was really impressive, and we know phone hardware has really matured and it's plateaued, it's kind of leveled out, but it's the software that's gonna help usher in the next era of phones, and that's what these phones are doing. Okay, let's talk camera, and it brings an updated triple rear camera system with a 50 megapixel wide camera at an f1.68 aperture, then a 48 megapixel ultra wide with an f1.7 aperture, and a 48 megapixel telephoto with a f2.8 aperture. You get a 5x optical zoom, and then super res zoom on this phone up to 30 times for the Pro lineup. Now the selfie camera, that's 42 megapixels as well with an f2.2 aperture, and if you've been paying attention to Google's cameras, these are going to be killer. They deliver great photos, and it's a Google phone. You know that it's going to have photo taking capabilities, magic editor features galore that are, in my opinion, the best camera features for editing on a phone today, that are simple, useful, and understandable for consumers. But the new camera feature this year is called Add Me, and I'm going to do my best to show you how this works. It's a little tricky with just having someone help me out, but you can take a picture without you in it, okay? Then you can have someone switch with you. You can jump into that picture, kind of get it framed up and set up, and it uses an overlay and then AI to put you in the picture with your friends. It crops it properly, and honestly, it looks good. I'll let you be the judge, but this was my first time trying it out. Now, let's show you some of the fun stuff that the new Magic Editor can do, and it's even better. So here, we first have this picture of 3 people hanging out on the edge of a building. So, we can tap on the Magic Editor button in the corner, it scans it, and then we decide to select the building with a single tap to select it, and then reimagine it as a mural, and boom, several different options of murals show up, but we're gonna go with this one and save it. Then we selected the Magic Editor icon and use another feature called Auto Frame, and it does its magic, and we have different options like a zoomed out version of this picture, one that is more subject focused, and other options as well. So we're gonna pick this one here, but we still have to put Magic Eraser to work. So let's circle a person here, and it knows what we're trying to get rid of, and poof, like that, it goes away. And that's just a few of the new editing features with Magic Eraser, which is iconic now and is a throwback, but it still looks very, very good. The phones themselves are also rated IP68 for dust and water resistance. One thing that stood out to me is the fingerprint sensor here. It is really snappy whether the screen is locked or the screen is on and locked. Look, it is just fast and responsive. When you purchase this phone, it will come with 1 year of the Google One AI Premium plan for even more advanced AI features. Pixel 9 Pro is going to start at $999. Pixel 9 Pro XL, the larger one, starts at $1,099. They are going to be available in 4 colors: obsidian, porcelain, hazel, and rose quartz. And bringing a color hit like rose quartz just wakes up the product line a little bit. I like it. So there you go, your first look at the new Pixel 9 Pro and Pixel 9 Pro XL.